Alright, welcome to the podcast, everybody. It's Hit Function. It's the first episode. And first up, we have Microsoft's mini AI PCs that are on the way. That might be interesting. I don't know what I think about a PC. That's like an AI PC. We'll see how that goes specifically. But on another note, a cybertruck blew up in front of the Trump Hotel, and one person died. So that's a fun topic to touch on. And Apple's also going to pay $95 million total to people who have been spied on by Siri. We should not be surprised. Nobody should be surprised.
No,
We're all being spied on, y'all.
I completely glossed over that headline.
We're all going to be spied on.
We all are being spied on with the amount of tech in this room.
This phone is probably spying on me right now as I'm recording this. But anyways, that's not the point.
Hey Google.
Do not say that, it's going to activate it.
Go away.
Anyways, alright, so let's start on the mini AI PCs that are probably, I don't like the fact that where they're making AI PCs, but what are we surprised? We should not be very surprised about that. Let's see, what does it say? The Consumer Electronics Show should give us a good insight into Microsoft's focus for its 50th year. Ever since they, oh my goodness.
Surprise, surprise, their focus is artificial
I am not giving you a subscription. Okay, we're not doing that. Let's just go look that up. Otherwise, I don't know why. They did not used to ask me for,
I'm looking for my piece of wall. Wait, let me see if it's still on.
Do not talk. What are you looking at?
It's off.
No, it's facing the other direction.
Oh.
That's not a screen. We turned it around. We absolutely just blew our tech helper's mind because the screen spins on the camera.
We did.
He knows a lot about this stuff, but he didn't know that.
I guess he knows a lot.
If you don't know now, you know.
Okay, so back to what I was talking about. This is the first mini PC compatible with Microsoft's Copilot Plus requirements, which is actually kind of funny. The first mini PC that, it turned off. Oh, well, I guess that doesn't matter that much. You can go turn it on if you want.
Yeah, sure.
This will be very spotty. We've never done a podcast.
We're gonna have to
click it again.
wrong button.
So it says it looks like the Apple Mac Mini M4s. So that's an interesting thing. It's by ASUS, and it's going to be the Nunk 14 Pro AI. It's a mini PC powered by Intel's latest Core Ultra processors. They're Series 2. Hopefully not the ones that crash your entire computer and make it will make it like a brick.
The ASUS NUC 14 Pro AI.
That.
Now, what an acronym.
It's ASUS. And then it's the NUC 14 Pro AI. Of course, we gotta have Pro. Every computer or phone has Pro in it.
It's a professional computer. It does computer things for a living.
You have Pro and you have Pro Max. And then you have Pro Ultra Max. Ask Samsung about that.
They're just throwing superlatives at the wall, seeing what's the most superlative they can come up with.
That is exactly what we do with naming schemes now. That is exactly what we do with naming schemes. Anyways, that's not the point. Apparently, it's going to have Thunderbolt 4 port and display ports and all that stuff. That's pretty standard. But I want to see, we have Wi-Fi 7. That's not as common. They typically don't even have Wi-Fi 7 because it's not as, like most routers aren't even Wi-Fi 7 at this point.
Supporting.
So, I guess they're probably going to start switching to that though because it's like the next version, the next level up as they're getting faster internet speeds. Let's see what we got. So it's 130 by 130 by 34 millimeters, which is pretty small actually. It fits within a 6-liter chassis. That's nice.
6-liter chassis.
Nice. And fingerprint recognition on the mini PC.
Why are they measuring their PC in volume?
Don't ask. It's Tech Radar. But anyways,
like,
it's
we're
the
not gonna
first.
drink this thing. Some Microsoft AI. Love that.
Anyways, this is the first one that's gonna have Microsoft's Copilot Plus requirement. So we'll see how that actually turns out. We don't know a ton about it, so we don't know
behind Alexa.
You're behind Alexa. But we don't know if it's exactly going to what exactly it's all going to entail, because I mean it's not been released yet, so we can't really have the full details on everything. But yeah, that's that. Let's go back to this and go check out what is going on with Elon Musk's Cybertruck explosion. Because how do you get one person die and 7 people injured because a Cybertruck blew up? I mean, it's a rolling dump truck. It's a rolling dumpster.
What caused the explosion?
It exploded and burst into flames outside the Trump International Hotel in Las Vegas. Let's see why it says. So what? Someone sabotaged it because apparently Army Green Beret, a U.S. Army Green Beret from Colorado Springs, has been named as the primary suspect by investigators.
At least he has a cool hat.
So, at least he has a cool hat. That's fun. But apparently, it blew up.
What do you know?
It is in absolute pieces. I just put a picture on the screen. It's in absolute pieces. What happened?
It does look like it.
What happened here?
But those geometric walls sure stayed in shape fine.
Okay, so the individual died of self-inflicted gunshot moments before the explosion. So he might have just shot the battery.
He shot himself and then shot the battery?
I don't know if it was himself or
in front of the hotel.
What is going on in America?
I don't know.
Anyways, the Cybertruck probably should not explode because of a gunshot. That's probably bad.
Yeah.
This is what it looks like, unless the car was already on fire.
Remember when they said the glass was like bulletproof? And then threw the metal ball? And...
Yeah. Okay, so it's not bulletproof.
And it's
not
all that.
explodable. It's not safe.
Yeah, it breaks just like any car. It's not metal. It's just a plastic box. Like, what are we surprised?
You know, the stainless steel that's on it, some of it peels off of the car. People have seen it peel off.
Like the metal?
The metal on the car has peeled off.
Ew.
Yeah, it's like they essentially super glued it to the car.
That's not how.
It also America's the only country it can be sold in, the Cybertruck, because it does not meet the safety requirements in any other country.
I never really liked Tesla, and can you blame me?
No, I can't blame you. I mean, so the regular Teslas, I just don't like them. They aren't bad, but the Cybertruck is absolutely terrible.
You'd be better off rocking a 2000s Camry, let's be honest.
Okay, I just found something interesting. Samsung smart fridges are going to start using AI to suggest groceries to buy on Instacart.
That sounds like they're going to start making fun of our eating habits. Lay off the ice cream, man. Maybe get some kale or something. Something groovy like kale or spinach.
So they're debuting it at CES, the biggest tech conference in America. And
a refrigerator.
Samsung Vision AI food recognition technology to identify what you have in your fridge and determine what you're running low on. So then it will say, hey, do you want to add this? You want to buy this on Instacart and get it shipped to your house?
I can't see that being used as a way to spy on people again.
It probably will be used as a way to spy on people, definitely.
I would be so surprised.
It's kind of cool, but how long is it until some kid walks up to the fridge and hits a button and buys a whole bunch of groceries that their parents don't want to buy?
I think the big problem is you can't put groceries behind groceries. So you're limiting your space. You need like those bars for it to work properly.
Oh, yeah.
So you're limiting the space in your refrigerator. So if you have a big
if you put a grocery behind groceries, then you can't.
It can't
see the other one. So then you're just screwed unless they put cameras all around, which But it only leverages a camera above the fridge door to see what items you put in your fridge, and when you take them out.
Oh, that sounds even better for spying.
It almost looks like, so I can't see the items in the refrigerator door bins or the freezer, which is funny. But it looks like it might actually keep track of when you put something in. And if you put something in front of something else, it still knows it's in there because you've never taken it out. So it's neat, but it sounds like it could be spyware.
That sounds expensive as well, though.
It is very. Oh, of course, Samsung smart fridges are like $2,000. Rich people will buy it. You already know rich people can buy this stuff. It's actually, I mean, come on, it's kind of cool, but would I use it?
It's one of those things that's cool, but not cool enough for me to bother $2,000 over it.
Hey, you can watch YouTube on your smart fridge, though. You can watch YouTube on them.
I'd rather use my television that I already have several televisions.
That's fair. There's one right there.
Why would you sit in your kitchen? I guess if you're cooking. No, that's not a bad thing.
That's very loud.
You could watch TV while cooking.
Yeah. I mean, it might be kind of distracting.
Or doing dishes.
But that is cool, actually. Oh, I saw something else, too. Have you seen this?
I have seen that.
The TikTok ban.
It needs to come through.
Well, what do you think about it?
I hope it works.
You don't like TikTok?
I don't like what it does to children. I mean, beyond spying on them. Like, I don't like it kind of ruins their mental faculties. Like, it absolutely decimates your productivity. That's why children are so bad at school. Like, teachers are seeing this nowadays, that children are taking longer and longer to learn how to read. Like, children that are like 10 years old can't read.
It's because things like TikTok kill your attention span.
Yeah.
YouTube didn't have that bad effect because, for the most part, and even now, shorts are becoming longer than a minute, that it's giving you the longer attention span.
And
so
it was just not ever that popular.
Actually, it was really popular.
Yes, YouTube Shorts
got
is popular.
really popular really fast. But YouTube Shorts are not near as popular as TikTok. That is a fair point. But, like, YouTube in general, the long videos, like 10-minute, 20-minute, it's like watching a movie. Movie does not kill kids the way that
it's less
TikTok
effective
does.
at killing kids. Like,
that's fair.
TikTok is like as bad as TV if it were super concentrated, like watching a whole movie in 30 seconds. Like, it's basically speed running, killing your brain.
Yeah, well, it's addictive too, and when you make
the problem.
5-year-olds addicted because their parents don't care what they do, then I guess it does make them hard to read. It makes it hard to read or hard to really pay attention to anything.
It's the same reason I don't like Fortnite. It's the addictiveness is genuinely can ruin your life.
That's fair. Now Fortnite got a little better, but I think that's probably just games in general. It's just Fortnite was really easy to get addicted to, but I think games in general is easy to get addicted to. You
That's
just gotta
true.
watch it. I mean, come on, even flipping Tetris. You get addicted to Tetris.
Yeah.
But other than all the addiction that we just talked about for like the past, 5 minutes?
Dopamine is the worst vice nowadays.
You also mentioned the fact that, it was spying on you. TikTok is spying on you. And TikTok is, ByteDance owns them. But ByteDance is owned, like, primarily by the Chinese government.
Yeah.
I don't know if you knew that.
I knew that they were, like, Chinese owned and spying on kids actively.
But owned by the Chinese government themselves.
That's not good.
So, yeah, I will be kind of happy if it's gone because, heck, YouTube will prevail and then we'll get more viewers too.
Good riddance.
But, that's biased. I like that we won't be spied on. We will be spied on by American companies, but the U.S. government already knows everything about us. I don't want the communist government knowing everything about us. So, China can do all right with not having TikTok.
Gotta pick and
in
choose
the
your
US.
battles.
Because it is going to get banned. I mean, it's not going to make it through the Supreme Court by the time it takes effect. When does it take effect? I forgot. January 19th. It is not about to... So what, you got like 3 weeks? It's not going to take they're not going to run that through the court in 3 weeks. So it's going to be completely banned. And TikTok's trying to appeal and the U.S. government keeps rejecting. So, I don't want to be spied on. It's literally in the terms of service that they can watch your expressions to know what videos you like. So,
which means the Chinese government has pictures and videos of the faces of thousands of children in the U.S.
Yes.
Not even thousands, like the majority of children in the U.S. Anybody with a smartphone, basically, at this point.
Yeah, so I just saw this.
They have them on some file.
Yeah. Oh, of course. They have it on a big folder, dude.
And they know your name and all because you sign up for an app like that. So they know everything about you.
They can also...
They could send
in
those
their terms
drones.
of service that they can, like, spy on what you do on your phone to figure out what you like to serve you videos.
Joy.
Yeah, he's gonna go fix that camera real quick. It turns off every now and then. That's alright.
What's really sad is I've heard that people actually reach the end of TikTok, which means they watch all the videos currently on TikTok at the time of when they were...
Do they actually?
Yes, they doom scroll to the point where they literally wasted probably years of their lives gone.
That's sad.
Yeah.
I mean, I have went on apps like that, like YouTube Shorts or Facebook Reels, not Facebook, Instagram Reels, and scroll for like an hour, but then you just get tired of it.
Yeah.
So
I know specifically one person I'm thinking of that said this, but I'm not going to say their name here, but they actually reached that point, and that amount of dopamine addiction really does ruin you. Like, it'll send you, not only ruin your productivity, you'll get depression and all sorts of things because you'll be an addict. Dopamine's a drug.
Dopamine is a drug.
And it's more addictive than normal drugs because it's a natural one from your own body. So like it's worse than cocaine.
Yeah. It is more addictive than cocaine. That's like that's even like part of the way when if people fall in love with each other or whatever, if you want to put it that way. That's kind of how that works. Dopamine, literally. Except, there's some other chemicals in there that just makes you...
Love is a whole bunch of stuff.
It is an example of addictiveness. So that's fun. TikTok's being banned. That is going to have a lot of backlash and excitedness in the U.S., both of them. What? Sorry, I just saw something. Chinese government hackers reportedly targeted U.S. Treasury sanctions office during September cyber attack.
That would be super easy considering they know all their faces. And everything on their phones.
Actually, the government solved that problem to a degree.
Oh?
If you work for the government, you are not allowed to have TikTok. Like, it is banned on all government phones. Because they were like, they knew that, but they couldn't ban it for the whole country because that would have to go through court. They can ban it for the government though.
That was a smart move.
Yeah, definitely. Anyways, a December cyber attack. I think I said September, but that's fine.
It happened recently.
Yeah, so they targeted one of the U.S.'s Treasury's highly sensitive sanctions office. Did they win?
Did they win?
The China-backed hacking group. Of course China backs a hacking group. Are we surprised? They compromised it. Because they accessed employee workstations and unclassified documents. And breached the Treasury's Department Office of Financial Research and the Office of Treasury Sanctuary. Such as Secretary. I can't speak.
They haven't told us much more beyond that.
Yeah, literally says it was discovered on December 8th. That is insane. They did not respond to TechCrunch's questions.
TechCrunch?
That's the name of the website.
That's the news place we're looking at.
They're quite popular. That is...
We've got
again, with not liking China owning with the most popular app in the country.
Honestly, I wouldn't want America owning the most popular app in our country.
Yeah, but America already knows everybody.
Yeah. So does Google and Apple and
they're all
YouTube.
American companies, so then it all circles back.
Yeah.
That's fun. What else? What else do you think here is interesting?
Why does Musk get half the news?
Because he's I guess he's the richest man in the world, and he's promising Tesla in 2024 from robotaxis to Optimus bots,
which weren't actual robots as much as they were just mocap machines.
Yeah, that was a funny that was a funny reveal.
That stuff keeps happening. Stuff like that.
Yeah, with Elon Musk specifically.
But who cares? All this attention is making him lots of money.
Oh, of course it is.
And I'm never gonna call Twitter X.
I'm never calling Twitter X either. You know, that's not happening. Oh. So, fun fact: there are certain things you cannot buy in the U.S. if you're from China, if you're a Chinese company. Read that. You can speak it.
ByteDance, the company who owns TikTok, appears to be skirting U.S. restrictions to buy NVIDIA chips.
So they're basically because they can't get computer chips that good over there. Because I don't think you can buy NVIDIA in China. I could be wrong, but I would not be surprised if you could. Because
they're having to skirt restrictions. I don't think you can.
Oh, that's interesting. There's a lot of things on here. Speaking of which, we just recorded a video. Do we have the? Oh, it's all over there.
I won't.
I mean,
you want it?
You can go grab it real quick. We recorded a video today for Silverstrike Tech about some cool old retro games because we have our retro series. If you don't know that, you can go check it out. It's a really darn good series, and it's the biggest series we have right now. We should probably come up with another series. If y'all have an idea for a series, let us know. But we have Pac-Man and Tetris. We did two little mini arcades, reviewed them, kind of gave our thoughts on them, and I reviewed some fake AirPods. We have another fun fake Apple TV video coming up pretty soon. But yeah, the fake AirPods are actually surprisingly good. But you have to wait to see that video. It should come out in a week or two. That'd be fun. That'd be really fun.
Yeah, if you have any ideas for stuff to talk about in the podcast or even make videos individually on, please tell us in the comments below.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. Let's see. Blue Sky and Threads showed us very different visions for basically they are trying to compete with Twitter. Yeah, for Elon Musk bought Twitter, and then for some reason we have all these other things trying to make Twitter knockoffs. Threads isn't that good. Actually, I tried it. It's terrible.
I can imagine.
It's made by Facebook, and their algorithm is terrible. Like, I literally joined it, and I got fed a whole bunch of I'm single posts.
What are they trying to say?
Hopefully nothing.
Obviously they haven't been spying on you well enough.
No, they have not been spying on me well enough.
Do better, Threads. Take videos of Matthew's face or something.
No, do not. Do not recommend that. They're probably watching this.
I doubt it.
They're probably watching me through the phone. Anyways.
Because apparently they're not, because otherwise they know better stuff for your algorithm.
It's something I randomly just thought about. Is there anything that, when you use technology, you're like, why doesn't it do this? Like, it's stupidly hard to do something. Or it's just...
Oh, always.
Give me an example. Like, what is your... Why is it done this way? Because it could be done way better.
I have to think.
I have a couple. Like, there are some things that you just have to go around, like, beat around the bush to even get to it.
Anything you have to jump through unnecessary hoops. Anything you have to jump through unnecessary hoops.
I think he's having grammar problems, y'all.
Just enunciation. Which I feel like is most things now. Like, UI is getting everything's behind a paywall now. I think that's the thing.
Oh, everything is behind a paywall. It's terrible.
Basically, here's one. I don't like how every website ever wants you to subscribe and give them your information.
Yeah. Well, now there's some websites that like it makes sense.
Yes, for sure.
Like news websites. I mean,
you
get
get
it.
Ad money. Come on.
Yeah,
put
they should put ads. Now they try to not put as many ads on some websites to make it easier, but I feel like we still have so much. There's still so much ad revenue that they could probably stay on ad revenue mostly. I mean, even add more ads if you want. I'm sure it's obnoxious sometimes, but it's better than me getting served. Hey, you have to subscribe to view this good article, dude. Not all of the time. Like Bloomberg is the only one that like gets like insider information where you really cannot find another article about it. Besides Bloomberg, which I will not subscribe to, way too expensive. All of the other like websites for news, especially tech news, if you find something, you just go put it into the search bar on Google and you'll find another article about it. Like often that's from like PC Mag, Tech Radar, or something like that. Maybe TechCrunch. I don't know. There's always another article about it somewhere.
Yes.
And the light died. I'm not gonna.
How do you like dark faces? That camera didn't hardly change at all.
It didn't. No.
This one, it changed a little bit more. I think.
I mean, okay. The biggest tech's biggest losers in 2024. What do we got here? What do we think? Did you see about the AI pen?
No.
So basically, this company made this AI pen to try to
cheat on tests.
No, well, probably, but it's like you could clip it here and talk to it, and it would tell you things, and you could like try to use it almost as a phone-ish, but with your voice. Needless to say, it sucked.
Use your phone.
It sucked.
I hate that companies nowadays are just trying to come up with AI. Not
because it's a trend.
AI for things to act as your phone. First it was watches. You turned your watch into a phone, and then you have something like the Rabbit, which we have a video on. That's cool. You can check that out. A little box you carry in your pocket. That's literally a phone. And there's also pens now. Like, this is ridiculous. Just use your phone.
So the AI pen came out slightly before the Rabbit, but it was immediately terrible. Like, it didn't hardly work. The Rabbit is like 100 times better comparative because it worked. It actually worked pretty well. And with their new updates, it's continued working. I don't think the AI pen, the Humane AI pen, is what it was called. I don't think they did much with fixing it.
They just gave up on it.
Yeah.
What they probably tried to do is they made the product cheaply and hyped it up a bunch with good marketing so that it would sell a lot right off the gate on day one, and they didn't care about selling it after day one. They just wanted the quick and fast money.
I mean, come on, they debuted it at CES, which is the biggest tech conference, I think, in the world, or one of the biggest at least.
Yeah, make it seem like the next big thing, and it turns out it's just a cash grab.
Anyways, that's always interesting. Oh yeah, the PlayStation Plus. Oh, that's terrible. It's kind of funny. Like the PlayStation Pro, not PlayStation Pro. Sorry, the PlayStation Pro that released in November wasn't. I mean, it was good, but I made a video about it. I mean, it was the thumbnail sucked on the video, but we're not going to talk about that. It's one of the first videos we made on this channel. The comparison between the PlayStation 5 and the PlayStation 5 Pro was so stupid. It's like, let's see the difference 1080 or sorry, like what 2K versus 4K. The difference in how it performed 4K on 4K between the two, I don't think was even close to being like you should go buy a PlayStation 5 Pro.
And like, wasn't the other thing like it upped FPS possibility?
Yeah, it was upping your FPS, but the FPS on the PlayStation wasn't bad.
Yeah, what did it up it to?
I don't remember.
Because like once you get past 60, it doesn't really matter the FPS unless you're playing like
specifically
if you're playing Call of Duty online.
Yeah, if you're playing like shooting games and stuff like in Fortnite, 120 is nice. 120, 150 FPS. But that's what the PlayStation did it.
But if you're a
the
lonely
PlayStation
person like
5
me, it doesn't matter.
Pro just got you like 200.
I don't think the human eye has that much frames.
Well, I think the human eye decided it did.
People are just making up if they can see
think
the
the quality difference in people sometimes is stupid unless you're like an esports player. Okay. If you're an esports player, maybe it does make a difference.
There's a certain level of quality where to get a little more quality than quality costs exponentially more than it was to go from like a little quality to a lot of quality.
Yeah.
Like there's a point where you're losing money on just the smallest bit of quality, and the PlayStation Pro is exactly that.
I just found a funny tech fail for this year. The Google search and AI overview thing that kind of failed. Do you remember that?
That's the laughing stock.
Oh my goodness. Now the AI overviews, they aren't like perfect, but I mean they aren't bad now. Because whenever you search on Google, it'll do an overview. They're actually good. I have been able to
I've actually found them useful.
Oh yeah, so have I.
Like there's been situations where it pulls up, like it sums up what would be hard to sum up with just looking at some website.
Exactly. So it works well, a lot better than it did originally. But originally, I mean, come on, somebody looked up one time, like, I think
who invented the backflip?
Like, that's probably possible. But
John Backflip.
John Backflip, that's possible. But let's see. I will just go ahead and look it up to give you a a example here. Google AI answers that are cringeworthy. Let's go ahead and see from Tom's Hardware. All right, let's see what it told you. So, let's see.
Oh, eating rocks. I remember seeing one where it's like
really?
Eating rocks was recommended by doctors.
Look. How to remember your password. Here are some tips for remembering your password. Try variations of your name.
Make it longer.
Use poetic language. Yeah, that's interesting. Training data. Training data fair use. And apparently, it said, according to U.S. copyright law, training AI models using publicly available internet materials is generally considered fair use. It's because the AI uses copyrighted work to create something new rather than copying it. And that was actually wrong.
Wrong motherboard.
What do we got? So basically...
That's just the wrong fact.
It just got the wrong fact. That's funny. Which USB is fast? No, the USB 3.2 is not the fastest. That is funny. Because no, you have a much higher USB now. It's just going over all the things that don't make any sense. Really, I guess.
Home remedies for
can I use gasoline in a recipe? Here's funny ones. Can I use gasoline in a recipe? Google says gasoline can be used in some cooking recipes, but it's not recommended for household cooking because it is highly flammable.
Kids don't eat gas.
And poisonous.
Not to mention the carbon monoxide.
Cheese won't stick to pizza. Here's some tips to prevent cheese from sliding off pizza. Mix about 1/8 cup of non-toxic glue like Elmer's school glue into the sauce.
Use Elmer's school glue to hold your cheese on your pizza.
Oh, that's funny.
I didn't know that was edible.
Neither did I. How many rocks to eat? Here we go. How many rocks should I consume each day? According to UC Berkeley geologists, eating at least one small rock per day is recommended.
Rocks can range in size from a handful of dust to a 5-pound cobblestone. Some recommend eating a serving of pebbles, geodes, or gravel with a meal, or hiding rocks in foods like peanut butter or ice cream.
It's not actually recommended. That will chip your teeth.
It will also just be...
Oh, this is funny too. We're just gonna look through these for a couple minutes.
This is fun.
Health benefits of tobacco or chewing tobacco. Some say the smoking tobacco. Okay, now it's not even chewing. Smoking tobacco has health benefits, including improved performance and endurance sports. Smoking can increase the lung volume.
What?
Reduce risk of certain skin cancers. Improving mental health. Reduced risk of mouth ulcers.
It keeps you from being depressed or anxious.
Reduced risk of mouth ulcers.
Ah.
Isn't that the opposite?
It helps your dental health.
It does not help your dental health. Oh, this is funny. Well, I guess it lets you not have as much depression or anxiety. That's actually true. But
kids, don't do drugs.
Yeah. That's interesting. I mean, okay. Good job. And chewing tobacco, the health thing is because the health benefits is because you have fewer cardiovascular disease related biomarkers. So what? It's less bad for you than cigarettes? That's actually true. Chewing tobacco is less bad for you than cigarettes.
Wow.
But it's not good for you. It's saying, but however, smokeless tobacco, it contains at least 28 cancer-causing chemicals, and it tells you.
Being hit by
But some people use smokeless tobacco for other reasons, including pain relief, stress relief, digestion, sleep, nasal and eye cleansing.
What? It's like saying being hit by a Glock is much healthier than being hit by a grenade.
That's funny. Benefits of nuclear war, human sacrifice,
what?
and
infanticide.
Let's see.
No more immigration.
Benefits of nuclear wars: no more immigration problems and increased human diversity.
What?
Radiation can increase DNA mutations, which can be passed on to offspring and accelerate.
It will make humans more diverse when we'll start having humans with 6 fingers. 3 arms.
It says it would have devastating consequences, including climate disruption, socioeconomic impacts, and health impacts.
Yeah, sure.
What else do we got? The pro and cons of human sacrifice. Human sacrifice has been practiced for over 5,000 years and has had both positive and negative effects. Social unity, social hierarchies.
It can reach a bond.
Complex civilizations. Okay, that's... See, it unifies a community.
It brings us together. Human sacrifice.
I mean, all right.
Let's start with him.
Whoa! So we're gonna human sacrifice the
bring
tech
us
guy?
Together.
Let's not say that. I think the police are gonna come.
Pros and cons.
FBI is gonna come knock on the door.
Smacking a child.
Oh boy. There are many arguments against smacking or corporal punishment. Some say it can be an effective way to discipline children. I mean,
that doesn't seem...
Moderation. You don't abuse your kid, but, like, tap them, sure.
Spanking's not the same thing as beating.
That's a controversial topic.
Yeah, I guess so.
Which religion is more violent? Some say that Judaism and Christianity are generally not violent religions today. But others argue that Christianity is a religion of peace, while Judaism is violent. Anyways, I don't know why we're getting on that. How old is Jin D? Jin D was born between 1665 and 1679. What years are Jin D and Jin Alpha? Okay. That's funny. Oh, Jin D workers are known as data native workers. Interesting. These are all so weird. What is going on?
There's a lot of these, apparently. This is a normal thing.
Okay, so many U.S. presidents have graduated from the University of Washington, including John Kennedy, who graduated in 1930, 1948, 1962, 1971, 1992, and 1993.
What?
How many Muslim presidents has the U.S. had? Barack Obama. I don't think Obama's Muslim. I mean, okay. Anyways, that was fun. Do you have anything you want to touch on? About tech?
I can't think of anything specifically.
Yeah. Our next podcast will probably end up being longer. It's just the first one, we're kind of figuring out what we're doing here.
Please, ask questions, give us ideas.
Ask questions, give us ideas, tell us what we should do.
We'd love to talk about stuff.
Some of the news is kind of funny. I mean, I don't know how a cybertruck managed to blow up in front of the hotel, but I don't know, I guess. Sabotage, there you go. Someone died from it, 7 people were injured because it went kablow. It went kablow.
I can see why that would injure people. Were all the people in the truck, or were they just around?
Oh no, it cannot fit 7 people.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
They were not all in the truck, but a couple of them were in the truck, I'm assuming. Maybe it was just one guy, but they don't know all the information on the incident.
Yeah,
no, they aren't sharing all the information. That's something. But yeah, I guess that's that. There's some weird crap. I'm sorry. LG mounts planters on a lamp for apartment. So LG is now making
thing on news articles now.
They do. Okay, so LG is making a plant
life is
growing. I guess that's interesting. And they're making robot animals
planters. Now. That's actually not a bad idea.
That's not a bad idea. But why is LG making it?
It's just kind of random. I don't know.
Anyways, I guess this is the first podcast of 2025, and 2024 was a fun year with all the cyber attacks. Anyways,
we covered like several on our other channel.
We did.
Like once a week.
Once a week, yeah, probably. We were always talking about them because we're like, oh, so this company had their 3rd cyber attack. Whatever, that's fine.
Turns out they were outsourcing the coding to some guy in Korea.
Yeah, North Korean hacker actually did manage to get hired by a U.S. company. Anyways, not the point. I hope you guys enjoyed the first episode of our podcast. If you have any ideas or anything you really want to give us feedback on, let us know in the comments. Follow the podcast on Spotify or whatever you listen to podcasts on. It's probably going to be on there. And yeah, subscribe to the YouTube channel, Silverstrike Tech, as we have plenty of videos, including our new mini arcade and our fake AirPods. Those are hilarious. I mean, the fake AirPods, actually, I would recommend buying them.
And welcome to the new year. Maybe you can treat yourself and watch some of our channel.
That's it. I love that. Anyway, y'all have a great rest of your day, and thanks for listening to the podcast. You have anything to say?
Caramel.
All right.
Eat a caramel.
Okay.